watching these people who during the day or earlier in the day, 5 or 6 o'clock, are joyous, happy people, putting on music in the jukebox and everyone's having fun. I remember looking at them, and there's this abject sadness because the night is getting ready to end, and they're holding on to the drink. So I'm looking at this going, oh, this is another poem. And so then I was using this place, and closer to 2 o'clock, these people are waiting the miracle. That's one of the lines I ended the poem with. They're waiting the miracle. Whatever that might be, whatever they're trying to get, while holding hands, like in prayer with their glass. And some of them need to be taken out of that place. And I'm wondering, just wondering, again, I'm reading my life into this. His homicidal eye and dragged me home alive. Because then there's a break, and he says, "Oh my petite," which in French means not really. Oh, he's a French. Petite is small. It literally translates, "Oh my little one." Small. Oh my petite. That's a term of endearment from a man to a wife. Could be condescending. I don't think I would want my wife to say, "Oh my petite." Clearest of all God's creatures, still all air and nerve. You were in your 20s. Now he's reminiscing. You were in your 20s and I, once hands on glass, that's the cocktail, and heart in mouth. I was drinking the Gzus in the heat. That's the last name of a very important literary figure at that time, the guy that founded the Partisan Review. So these artists, writers, poets, novelists, painters, photographers would meet in Greenwich Village and discuss art stuff. It was a wonderful time. And apparently Robert Lowell would drink too much. I've drank the Gzus in the heat of Greenwich Village, fainting at your feet. There's also something religious about that notion of worshiping at the feet of whomever it is that you're worshiping. Too boiled and shy and poker face to make a pass. Boiled meaning, it's another expression for drunk. To make a pass. So there he is, in the midst of all these other literary and artistic type people. He spots the woman that he's going to marry, and he's just too shy to go into, right? So sometimes to get your courage up, what do people do? Of legal age. I'm not sure what that means. It's either hang loose or sometimes for a little courage, you'll have 1 or 2 drinks and go talk to someone. Don't ever drink it bad, at least the heroin. And then he says about her, this little petite is petite. While the shrill verb of your invective, the alliteration of the V, scorched traditional stuff. There's nothing soft about that V sound. While the shrill verb of your invective scorched the traditional stuff. Seems paradoxical to "Oh my petite." So maybe he was putting her down in "Oh my petite." Oh my little one, you're so insignificant. Great. Now 12 years later, you turn your back, sleepless. You hold your pillow to your hollows like a child. The old-fashioned tirade, loving, rapid, merciless, breaks like the ocean, Atlantic Ocean on my head. I think I chose this. I love Robert Lowell. Stone Gower is his most famous poem, and I like Lord Weary's Castle, another one of his, and there's another one about revolutionary fighters that I like a lot. This was okay to me. But since we're close to the Atlantic Ocean, I thought this was pretty cool. Breaks like the Atlantic Ocean on my head. What kind of an image is that? Big wave. And what does the big wave do?
Yeah.
Kill you? Isn't that the, like, earthquake, fire, wind are not nearly as destructive as the ocean, the water? Isn't that right? I mean, am I right or wrong there? Or wrong. Some responsibility. Or, maybe other things. This is a significant event, right? Breaks like the Atlantic Ocean in my head. So how is your hangover today? It's like the Atlantic Ocean on my head. How is your love in my soul? Your love breaks on my soul like the Atlantic Ocean. Is that romantic? I mean, probably no. holding pond outside of the library. Filled with native needs. There is desperation in this poem. There is a man that's a little crazy and a little strong, and not just a little. That's why the words homicidal, murderous, verb, invective, Atlantic Ocean. He's still blaming her for a lot of this, isn't he? Let's get to another beach poem. I chose this one because it's on the beach, because apparently in Jacksonville you don't have to go too far before you get to the beach. While you walk the water's edge, turning over concepts I can't envision, the honking buoy serves notice that at any time the wind may change, the reef bell clatters, its treble monotone death at Cassandra, to any note of warning. The ocean, cumbered by no business more urgent than keeping open all old accounts that never balance, goes on shuffling its millenniums of quartz, granite, and basalt. It behaves toward the permutations of novelty, driftwood, and shipwreck. Last night's beer can, spilt oil, and coughed up residue of plastic, with branded impartiality playing Tetra tag, or touch last like a terrier, turning the same thing over and over, over and over. The ocean, nothing is beneath consideration. The houses of so many muscles and periwinkles have been abandoned here. It's hopeless to know which to salvage. Instead, I keep a lookout for beach glass. Amber of Budweiser, cryopraise of Almaden and Gallo, lapis by way of, no getting around it, I'm afraid, Phyllis's milk of magnesia, with now and then a rare translucent turquoise or blurred amethyst of no known origin. The process goes on forever. It came from sand to go back to gravel, along with the treasuries of Murano, the buttress of astonishments, which even now are readying for being turned over and over as gravely and gradually as an intellect engaged in the hazardous redefinition of structures no one has yet looked at, like the form of law. It's perfect with water images. Look, here we have crap in the waters, brought to the waters by makers of crap. What do you think of this poem? Two thumbs up. What is the picture like about it? Okay, two thumbs up, okay.
I don't know, I don't think so.
All right, what the hell is beach vibe? So it's actually our stuff?
Yeah, it's all glass substances and one shutters and
It sounds better than crap we throw in that comes back. So if we throw in crap and Mother Nature polishes it up for us and gives it back, that's cool. I avoid beaches. Sand, right? And sharks. Muscled men looking for guys that like poetry. Seek and destroy. I've got one picture of me on the beach. Everyone that sees it goes, you look miserable. Because I was. Everyone. What's going on in this poem, though? If you were to film this, there is action in it. I was watching yesterday the social network, and I've seen it, and it just strikes me how one idea, one very basic idea that no one else has, it's just money. That never happens with poetry. Each one's an idea. None of them aspire to $1 billion or $25 billion. What's the idea in this single poem? To get you no money. Or a response. Also a man and a wife, or a man and a woman, so men and women, between the two poems. Where's the woman? just sitting there. Where's the man? You know this from the opening line. Walk the water's edge. I think she's watching him, and there are things moving in his mind. Can we ascertain what job he has in life or what interest he has in life?
I'd say probably something not literary, poetic, something you can't really do.
I'm going to go with architecture. Architect. Who's walking looking for inspiration, and there's nothing more inspiring than Mother Nature. So she's sitting there while you walk the water's edge, turning over concepts I can't envision. I don't get how those architects do it either. I know one thing. I could have thought up these buildings. Are these the buildings that in 50 years we're going to come back and go, that's just beautiful? No. Harvard. Pretty nice buildings. Gainesville. Some damn nice old buildings where they really cared. This is, how quick can we put it up? And let's make sure the toilets can't flush or the urinals don't flush. That saves us a lot of water, that's good. But they really are kind of, they're just cookie cutter, click things in. There's not much to it. There's not much beauty to these buildings ever. Oh, you walk the water's edge, turning over concepts I can't envision. Now she breaks away from that. While you're doing that, the honking buoy serves notice that at any time the wind may change, the reef belt clatters, its treble monotone deficit can